So, it's been a couple of days since we haven't been messaging each other. How's my techno nerd of a boyfriend doing today? Are you in the mood to do something fun? I know everything feels really heavy at the moment, but you can't be down in the dumps all the time. Come on, let's just go do something spontaneous. Let's go wild. I know you have the money for it. Let's just go travel somewhere far away. Do some bungee jumping or something. Even you must admit you want a little bit of exhilaration.
Hey, Haley. Look, I know you're saying this because you care about me, but I think it's best if you just leave me alone. I know it might seem strange to other people, but me sitting on this computer working is the best way for me to cope with the situation.
Oh, come on. Really? Is that honestly the attitude you're going to have? I know you don't want to, but you have to admit that going outside once in a while is going to be good for your health. Get a little bit of that sunshine. Get a little bit of vitamin D.
No can do. Look, I'm gonna sit here and do what I have to do. Here's the thing. You have your way of coping with this type of situation, and I have mine. I know for you, you want to just blow everything away. Just forget anything's going on and just enjoy yourself. I'm kind of different. I just want to get down and dirty. I know it might seem weird on the outside of just working, eating a limited diet, and just going to the gym. People would see this as really inhuman. Only a robot would do this type of thing. They would say it's not healthy for you and you should cope with it in a different way. But this is the way I like to do it. It's the way I've done it for ages, and I'm not going to change now.
Okay, but come on. Just think about it. This isn't all about you, you know. What about me? What about the way I feel? Do you know how long I've been waiting for you to message me? Do you know how long I just want to have a little date together? I've got nothing to do.
I'm sure that's not the case. There's plenty of ways you can entertain yourself. Why don't you go watch a movie or something?
Are you kidding me? You're actually telling me to go watch a movie by myself? That is just so sad. I'm not going to go do something like that.
Alright, well, you got friends, don't you? Just ask them. I'm pretty sure there's tons of good movies coming out recently. Admittedly, there's a lot that I want to watch as well, but given the circumstance, I'm not really in a position to do so. You should go, anyway.
Yeah, right. Do you really expect me to just call my friends and say, "Hey, my boyfriend is neglecting me. Can you guys come to a movie with me instead?" They're totally going to question me and everything. They're going to think there's something wrong with our relationship. Is that really what you want, Jack? Do you want people to be worried about me and try to steer me in the direction of breaking up with you?
Of course I don't.
Okay, well, come on. Just give me the attention I need. It's been 3 days since we've actually hung out. I want to do something.
Okay, look, I understand that and everything. I know that you want to be with me. I really appreciate it as well. At the same time, don't you think this is a little bit unfair?
Of course I think it's unfair. That's what I'm saying this whole time, isn't it? You get to spend all your time working and hanging out in the gym. What about the time towards me? Just be honest with me. What are you really doing in that gym? There's a couple of cute girls in there, isn't there?
Hold on. What are you going on about now?
Wow. Would you look at that? You're trying to act so oblivious to it. The real reason that you go to the gym is that you want to talk to the cuties there. I know it.
That's just ridiculous. That's not the reason at all. I'm going in there to let off some steam. It's the way that I deal with stress.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I don't need to hear about the way you deal with stress. I've got a pretty good image of what's going on in there in the first place. You keep talking about working out being the best way for you to vent. But let's be honest, it's watching those girls on the squat rack.
That's such a stupid thing to say. That's not the case at all.
Don't try and lie to me, Jack. What other reason is there for you to spend 2 hours in there? Is it really that fun just doing a bicep curl all the time? You lift up and then you put it down. You lift it again and then you put it down. That's so repetitive. Even me just talking about it is making me fall asleep.
Like I said before, regardless of what you think about it, it's what I enjoy doing. Plus, why would you be complaining about it when you're the one that was saying that you were happy that I was creating a good body? You got mad at me for having bad posture and a dad bod, and now I'm actually doing something about it. Are you seriously going to get up me for something like that? Come on, it's not that bad. Let me do what I gotta do.
I know, but you won't even let me come to the gym with you. That's just like so mean. I like to do that stuff too. I like to work out.
Look, this is just one of those things where I want alone time. I want to be with my own thoughts.
You can do that. I'll be like so totally quiet. You can do your thing. I won't bother you. I just want to be with you.
You say that now, but what happens when we actually go there? You start clinging on me like a child would to its mother. You treat it like it's your big happy day to just have fun like it's a playground. That's not why I go in there. You also make a bad image of us.
Hey, come on. I'm not like that. I can be totally mature when I want to. Besides, you know how much I want that Kim Kardashian booty. I'm working hard towards that.
Well, look, I'll just say this now. You definitely are getting size in that region, but not in the good way.
What the hell? What is that supposed to mean?
It means you need to decrease the number of Krispy Kreme boxes you eat a week by about 20 boxes. Replace it with 20 crunches.
Oh my god. You did not just say that. I so totally don't eat that many Krispy Kreme boxes.
Look, you try to hide it, but I find the evidence. You're not the only person that takes out the trash.
Oh my god. Crap. I need to get better at that type of thing. Well, I mean, come on. I'm so lonely all the time. Even you must understand why I would be eating a couple of donuts here and there.
Look, whatever you choose to do is not up to me. This is a very rare time in my life. I'm not used to dealing with something like this. If you love me and strive to be the good partner that you say you want to be, then you'll just give me the space that I need.
My god, you're just so mean. You're actually getting angry with me right now. Like, all I want to do is be a proper couple and actually, see each other. Is it that hard to go out for a little bit of coffee in the morning? Or maybe some smoochie in a hotel? Come on! Do you know how much I miss a good old smoochie? I'm just dying to press myself against those big juicy lips of yours. Do you still lather them in Vaseline at night? I know everyone has their preferences, but I'm just warning you, I don't like crunchy lips.
I'm doing everything that I usually do to take care of myself. I get where you're coming from. I honestly do. I understand that you want to do a lot of things together, but now is not the time. I promise you that when all this stuff dies down, we'll do all the things that we used to do. At the moment, I'm just not in the mood for it.
Oh, come on. This is just so lame. All of this over a little bit of a cancer diagnosis.
What did you just say?
I mean, look, I know you're all sensitive about it and everything, but come on. It's not like it's definite, you know? You act like he's gonna die today or something. You need to, go with the flow and everything. You can't be sitting in that deep, dark place all the time like you're Batman.
What the hell are you talking about right now? This is my dad. Do you know how much this man means to me? I've respected this person my whole life. He's a big part of the reason I'm the man I am now. If you love me and you want to continue this relationship, you're going to have to understand that.
Oh my god, this is just so unfair. It's like you love your dad more than me. What am I going to hear next? That you pleasure yourself to the thoughts of Channing Tatum or something?
What are you going on about right now?
Well, that's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like you like dudes more than chicks.
That's not the case at all. Just because I care about my father and I'm worried about him doesn't mean I'm playing for the other side of the field.
Okay, but you have to admit it's a little bit creepy, don't you think? I mean, you're constantly talking about your dad. You're going to the gym. You're checking yourself out in the mirror. It kind of sounds like you like dudes.
Haley, you and I have been in a relationship for 2 years now. You know that's not what I'm into.
Yeah, I don't know about that, to be honest. I still have my suspicions about it. I've had a look at the girls that you're searching up behind my back.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed. I've looked at the search history. I've seen all the nasty little things you like to look up. I mean, Miley Cyrus, Really? I still think she's a little bit icky back in her younger days, but the fact that you're searching for pics of her now is just so funny. I mean, she's basically a dyke.
Wait, what are you talking about right now? You act as if I've been actively searching for her or something. A news article popped up showing what she's been doing recently, and I read it. That's all. Doesn't mean that I'm constantly looking at pictures of her or something.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Keep trying to hide it. It's all good. I understand how you guys are. You're embarrassed by this, but I'm not going to care about it so much. I've dated you for 2 years now. I should have expected something like this to pop up at some point.
I don't even know what to say to any of this. You know what? I'm just going to ignore this conversation and get back to work.
Are you kidding me? You're still going to work even after everything we've talked about so far? Have you not listened to anything that I've said?
What is it? What do you need now?
I need your attention.
But I've been giving you my attention. We've been talking so far, haven't we?
Yeah, but it's not bad, but I want quality attention, you know? Come snuggle into bed with me. Give me a massage. Tell me I'm pretty. That's what I want.
How could you be so demanding in this type of situation? I'm trying to work here, Haley. You know what? Do you remember when that little cat of yours was sick?
Oh, you're talking about Mittens. Isn't she just the cutest?
Yeah, she's very cute. Well, I remember at that point in time, the doctor said that she had a very minor illness. It wouldn't progress into anything super severe. Despite all of that, you wanted to make a huge drama about it. I couldn't talk to you at any point. I remember I came home at one point and I said hello to you and you told me to shut the hell up. All I did was greet you.
Don't you know that she's very sensitive to noise? You could have killed her or something! I had her in such a state of tranquility. I didn't want you interrupting it.
Okay, so when I come home from shopping, I'm not allowed to say hello to my girlfriend? It's a little bit unfair, don't you think? Not only that, but this is over a cat that isn't even going to be passing away or anything. It was a minor illness. Nothing was going to happen.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not a big deal to you, but it is to me. She's just my cutest little ball of fur. Did you know I picked her off the street myself?
Yes, I do. I remember you telling me how you heard something crying behind a rubbish bin and you decided to take it home. I still don't understand what you thought was so cute about it being covered in dirt and banana peels.
Well, hey, look. If you were there, you would have been able to see her for yourself. She just had the cutest little eyes peering out from underneath that rubbish bin. I couldn't help but just absolutely squeeze the hell out of her when I saw her.
Did you at least take a shower afterward?
Huh? Why would I take a shower? That's so weird. You really are weird, aren't you?
Okay, well, let's get back on track here. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because you felt very sensitive about your cat even when she only had a minor illness. I'm feeling very sensitive about my dad, and he has a major illness. Do you think you can give me the space I need to cope with this situation?
My God, this is just so selfish. You just don't care about me at all, do you?
That's not true. I'm just in a very rough spot at the moment. I want you to understand that.
Okay, fine. Go have a cry about your dad then. I'll just sit here staring at the ceiling all day. That's what you want me to do, right? That's the type of girlfriend you want me to be. One that doesn't annoy you and just does nothing.
Don't you have any goals or something? Why don't you do something that works towards those goals? Go for a run. Do some stretching. Read a book or something.
Oh my God! Why? Why would I do something that all the losers do? People do that because they're not fit or they're just too stupid. I'm neither of those. I'm super smart and popular. It's the best combination. I'm already in the most perfect condition ever. I don't need to improve in any way whatsoever.
All right, well, you keep telling yourself that. Keep staring at that ceiling and hopefully it can get fun for you at some point. I'm gonna get back to work.
Okay, fine. Be that way. But you know what? If you get bored or something, just know that I'm always here. You can always come over. I'll have everything you want. Movies, food, everything. We'll have a really good day. Whatever stress you have over working will fly away in an instant. You just gotta trust me. Bye, babe. Love you.
Hey, Jack, son. Thank you for coming in today. It's really good to see you recently. You've gotten so big. Every time you come in, I see a different person. What's with those broad shoulders of yours? Are you expecting to throw a boulder at someone? I swear if you get any bigger, it's gonna look like you have 3 heads on one body. You better lay off the gym a bit more. You don't want to get too big after all. Thanks for caring, Dad. Don't worry, I'll get to the image of the type of body that I want to create and then I'll stop. Unfortunately, I'm not at the place where I want to be. But I'm going to get there at some point. You're such a hard worker, aren't you? That sweet little girl must be so happy with you. What was her name again? Haley. That's right, Haley. That little girl is 1 in a million. I know you must be getting annoyed with her clinging behavior and whatnot, but I'm telling you, those are the best ones. If you train her right, she'll be a good woman to you. Do you really think so, Dad? Lately, I've been worrying that maybe this isn't going to work out between her and I. Maybe her priorities are in one place and mine are in a different place. Oh, come on. What a load of crap. Are you serious? This is all because she wants your attention a little bit too much, isn't it? You just have to accept that's who she is. Trust me, you're only 2 years into your relationship. Do you remember how long I had been engaged with your mother? Her and I were married over 20 years. Do you think I went 20 years admiring her? That there wasn't a time where I eventually got annoyed with her? I'm telling you, there were days where that woman made me want to go back into the garage, pull out the hammer, and just start smacking my head with it. She was really good at those mind games. Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. Mom really was a crafty lady. Yeah, she was very good at the manipulation game. But you know what? She was a good woman. She knew how to control her man. She always put me in my place, made sure I had my mind on the right thing. I'm telling you right now, it wasn't easy inheriting a company from your grandfather. That's a very heavy burden one has to carry. It's a shame that I didn't pass that on to you. But at the end of it, I'm happy with your decision. You're still earning quite a lot of money in the IT industry, aren't you? I'll have to figure out something else to do with the company. It's going to be absolute disarray when I pass away. Look, I don't want to hear that type of talk. Don't say things like, when you pass away, and act like this is all set in stone. You're gonna fight through this, Dad. That's the type of person you are. No matter how tough things get, you will find a way to pull through it. This is just another obstacle in your life. It's no different from what you've had to deal with in the past. I don't want you to feel like you've already lost to this cancer, you hear me? Well, look at that. The master teaches the student, and now the student has become the master. You're the one teaching me now. Look, that's not what I meant. I don't mean to be impudent or anything, but honestly, when you say stuff like that, I don't think it's healthy. You may have a point. I mean, let's take a look at you. You're no longer a little boy anymore, are you? You're your own man. You understand the way these things work. You know what? You might just have more wisdom than me. Maybe I should have a more optimistic view of how I'm battling this illness. Exactly. You haven't lost the battle yet. I still believe in you. Besides, let's take a look at what's happening soon. You're gonna get discharged from the hospital and I'm gonna come over and look after you. I'm pretty sure that getting your treatment in an environment that you're used to and comfortable in is gonna be way better than sitting in that hospital bed. Eating the gruel that they serve you every day isn't helping you get better. Well, you're not wrong about that. Eating the mashed potatoes here really makes me hate mashed potatoes. I mean, there's something about the way your mother made them. She just knew how to make it pretty much perfect. I don't know why no one else can mimic that. Anyway, it would be good to get home. Then again, I'm pretty worried about things. You say that you want to come stay at my house and take care of me. Are you sure that's the decision that you should be making? Why wouldn't it be? You're in need of help, but I'm gonna be there for you. I know, but think about your life, Jack. I'm not the only thing that's important anymore. You have a woman with you. How do you think that she is gonna feel if she didn't have any time to spend with you? Well, unfortunately, she's just gonna have to accept it. I mean, this is my family that we're talking about. She should support me when my family is in need. If she doesn't do that, why should I bother continuing a relationship with her?
Come on, don't have such a harsh view on her. She's only a little girl.
What are you talking about, Dad? She's a grown woman. She's the same age as me.
Yep, and she's still just a little girl. Her mind, that is. Trust me, I looked at your mother as a little girl for half of our marriage. It wasn't until we were well into our old age that I think she decided to grow up a little bit. But it's a really good thing. You want her to have that type of mentality for a long time. Do you love that girl that you have?
I do, to be honest, even with all of her faults considered. She's positive, she knows how to have fun, and she's kind of the opposite of me. I can be very serious and bland a lot of the time. There hasn't been one time where I've seen her serious or bland. It's always spontaneous and exciting. She always strives to have a happy moment with each other. She's always the one pulling out the camera. She brings out the best in me.
Well, it really does sound like you're in love. You got a lucky catch here. You're still a young man. I'm pretty sure you want to try catching different fish, but I'm telling you, you won't get a girl this devoted to you. It's very, very rare.
I know, Dad, I know. You keep telling me over and over. I'm not sure when it's going to stop, to be honest.
Well, it's going to stop when it gets through to your thick skull. If you actually realized and appreciated the amazing woman that you have, then you'd be treating her a little better. You wouldn't be hanging out in a hospital with an old man. Go do something that the young couples like to do. Put on some sunscreen and go for a walk on the beach. Maybe take her out for a nice dinner. Tell her to pretty herself up. Is all that so hard? It only takes about half an hour to an hour to do a day. I'm pretty sure she'll be more than grateful for it.
I know. I understand what you're saying, whether you like to believe it or not. I've been giving her a lot more time lately, but she's really crafty. The more you give, the more she'll want. I promise her 30 minutes, and then it ends up being 35. She says that 30 minutes isn't enough, so I give her an hour. 1 hour turns into an hour and a half. She's slowly working her way to devouring every little second that I have. She likes to act all bubbly and innocent, but underneath all of that is a certain level of cunningness to her.
Ah, so you're starting to see the truth, are you? It takes a while to figure it out. I bet you fell for that pretty little smile of hers at the start, huh? She must have been an angel that fell from heaven. At least in your mind.
Well, you're not wrong about that one, Dad. That's exactly the way I felt. She just seemed so perfect in every way possible. All of this clinginess and extravagant behavior wasn't present when I first met her.
What was that? You mentioned something about extravagance.
Oh yeah, that's another thing about her. When I first started dating her, it was quite cordial. We didn't have any issues with going to a particular restaurant and paying the bill. There were days where she even wanted to pay for everything herself. Those were some really good days. We could go anywhere. We could go out and eat some burritos. We could get messy and slurp spaghetti, have it spit everywhere. I really like that type of enjoyment of going somewhere that isn't even expensive. Now it's all different.
What is she doing now?
Well, when we decide to go to any of the restaurants that we previously went to, she doesn't get excited for it. In fact, there are times where she's 100% against it. She considers it out of the question. She would rather just stay at home and cook than go eat at the burrito store that we used to frequent. I thought something was wrong with her. This was really bizarre behavior coming from her. So I decided to experiment with some other things. I'll take her to a different restaurant. I took her to many places, but eventually she only reacted to the ones that were fine dining, extremely expensive places.
Oh, wow. She sounds like a modern-day woman.
Well, maybe she is, if that's what you want to call it. Her attitude totally changes when we're in those types of places. I mean, she'll spend time taking videos of the restaurant's atmosphere. She'll get some close-up pictures of the food. She'll get me to take some really fancy photos of her. It's like we're not even there to eat the food in the first place. We're there to capture the experience.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. You young kids and your gizmos. I'm not so sure why you guys spend so much time on them. I mean, don't you feel afraid about posting your photo online for people to see? Now everyone knows who you are.
Well, I would argue that's exactly the reason why she wants to do it. She wants everyone to know who she is. She wants everyone to know that we're going to these places.
Okay, well, you know what? That's not so bad. What's the big deal about it, Jack? She wants to have a fancy dinner every now and then. If that's the price to be with a good woman like that, then so be it. Why don't you just get used to it?
No, Dad, you don't understand, though. It's like I was talking about with my time. The more I give her of it, the more she wants of it. The more money and extravagant experiences we have, the more she starts to demand it. I remember that just this year, she took my credit card and bought tickets for a holiday without my permission. She didn't even check if I had work or not. I'm really lucky that I had some sick leave that I could use. Otherwise, I would have gotten in trouble with my company.
A woman with an insatiable amount of hunger. Despite that, she's incredibly attractive, a good person, great at parties, and a real socialite. The question is she worth the price? Are you willing to constantly feed into that hunger of hers?
Well, it's like you say, she has a lot of really awesome qualities about herself. I've honestly never met anyone like her. To give her up would be a serious risk on my part. As for whether or not I have the capacity to keep feeding her, I'd say that in the meantime, we're doing quite well for ourselves. How it's going to go down the line is a different question. It all depends on how much she wants.
Have you and her talked about any type of dreams that you guys have had? You know, I kind of worry about you, son. I think it's a really good idea you stay with her, but you gotta be able to pay for her. Does she even work herself?
At the moment, she's working in a fashion store. She's just a sales representative. When a customer walks in, she recommends some good clothes. She's quite good at what she does, being a salesperson and whatnot. We have had a conversation about her dream, though.
Well, this is a good sign. She's a woman with some sort of direction. So, what's this dream of hers?
Well, she wants to own her own business. She wants to open up a cafe just down the road. I respect that it's her dream and everything, but I just don't think the logistics of it are that intact.
How so? What makes you say that?
Well, I will admit that she has some sort of level of interior design. I've been over to her house before. It does look quite neat and pleasurable to the eye. At the same time, I'm not really confident about her ability to cook and make coffee. I mean, she can barely do a good job of making me an instant coffee in the morning. She has this habit of putting just way too much sugar. It's unbearable. I can't drink it. Then she has the nerve to actually tell me that it's good for my body. It's gonna perk me up for the day. Proven by science, she says.
What a funny girl.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're amused by it. Someone has to be, I guess. So that's the coffee that she makes. It's not that good, to be honest. The cooking isn't much better. I mean, she can cook a basic omelet with no issues. It's when she tries to do something fancy or a little bit quirky, something off the beaten track. That's when she starts putting stupid things in the omelet.
Well, hey, an egg dish like that is pretty flexible, isn't it? You're allowed to customize it in whatever way you want.
Yeah, I know. But even you have to admit that beating the egg and then pouring some chocolate mix into it isn't the best idea. I mean, these are just two different tastes that don't go well together.
Hey, you don't know about that. It could be something wild. Good for a change.
Okay, but is this something that is going to sell regularly to customers? I'm not so sure about that. The average person wouldn't eat this crap. Anyway, she has a dream of opening up that cafe, and I would like to give her a shot at it.
I think that's a really good idea right there. If you think about it, the biggest issue you have with her is the amount of attention she craves from you. If you give her a job, something that she has to work towards, then maybe that attention is going to go away. She's going to focus on and prioritize that little cafe of hers.
You're not wrong about that one, Dad. It also might teach her a lesson. She'll grow up a little faster. We'll have a pleasant relationship after that.
Soon you'll be married.
Ha! Good joke, Dad. Anyway, I better be going. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I want you to take it easy. I'll be back there next week.
Hold on a second. Are you going to do your work on your laptop or something?
Yeah, of course I am. Like I always do.
Well, you would need your laptop to do that, wouldn't you? Don't you think you should come back here and pick it up?
Oh, crap. Is that why you messaged me in the first place? I thought it was kind of strange that we met up and then now we're having a conversation here. Sorry about that, Dad.
Well, look, don't say sorry to me. I'm the one that's getting a second round of person-to-person conversation. Who knows? Once you get back to this hospital room, I might be able to keep you here a little bit longer.
Ah, well, we'll see about that. If it makes you feel any better, I could probably do a bit of work there right in front of you.
No, don't let me distract you. You're a big, important man now with big, important things to do. Don't let me, in my old age, get in the way of you achieving your goals.
Thanks, Dad. You've always been supportive of me. Anyway, I'm going to be back there in a moment. See you soon.
Oh my god, babe! Thank you! Thank you so much for taking me out today. You know what? Why am I thanking you? It should be you thanking me. I was right, wasn't I? It's good to have a little bit of fun every now and then, isn't it? I know you tried to hide it, but I could see you smiling every now and then. And these little boots you got me! Oh my god! They just look so good. Don't you just love having a fashionable gal like me wrapped around your arm? You know everyone in the shopping mall was staring at us, right? We're basically walking down the red carpet whenever you walk with me. That is, if you actually treat me properly. If I ask for an outfit, you have to buy it. You understand?
Well, I'm glad one of us was having a lot of fun today. I hope you really like that outfit. That's basically 1 week's worth of money gone, so make sure you make the most of it.
Of course, of course! You think I don't appreciate this type of thing? What you bought me was extremely expensive. I have to make the most of it. I'm not going to throw it out for a whole month. That's how much I value it.
Are you serious right now? What happens after a month?
Well, like, I'm going to have to get rid of it. It's out of fashion. It's not cool anymore. It's going to be all worn down and not usable. People aren't going to look at me as the same fashionable girl that you saw today.
Are you kidding me? So that's the rotation of your clothes? 1 month?
Well, actually, I usually keep it to about 2 weeks. I'm really pushing it with 1 month, though.
Come to think of it, whenever we've gone on dates, I've never really seen the same outfit twice.
Exactly! That's what you love best about me, right? I've always got a different way to present myself to you. You never get sick of me.
That is true. It's one of the things I look forward to the most. I always get curious about what type of outfit you've arranged for me today.
I've put a lot of effort to make you like me, Jack. I hope you realize that.
Don't worry, I do. I know you always try and work on your appearance and think of fun things for us to do together. I really do appreciate it. I was telling my dad that I feel like I'm a very unexciting person. I want to do fun things every now and then, but I don't even know what the definition of fun is. Thankfully, I've got someone like you to actually tag me along. You get me to do something that is actually exciting for once.
I know, right? I have to be honest. A girl like me has a lot of attention on her. I mean, do you know that whenever I try to line up for something, there's always a guy at the front of a line beckoning for me to go in front of him? I used to take advantage of that and actually cut the line. But then he would sit there talking to me for about half an hour. It was only his way of trying to pick me up. So yeah, I get a lot of attention from guys, and you should consider yourself lucky that I've chosen you.
I know. I'm fully aware of how lucky I am. I know there's other guys killing to be with a girl like you. I'm doing my best lately to show my appreciation to you. That's why I'm going on these dates.
Well, I'm really glad you're finally starting to think about me. But hey, let's be honest. You said that you're doing your best, but are you really doing your best? You could do a lot more, don't you think?
Well, I mean, considering all the things I have to do lately and the responsibilities I have, it may not seem like it, but I actually am doing my best.
I don't think you really appreciate me for who I am, Jack. You need to wisen up.
Wait, what was that? This is a sudden change of attitude.
Well, yeah, I rarely get like this, but there's something that's been on my chest and I just have to get it off.
Well, what's going on? I'm glad that you're going to talk to me about it now. I don't want you to keep it on the inside. Say what's on your mind.
Do you actually love me, Jack?
I'm sorry. What was that?
It's a simple question. You don't have to treat it so seriously. It's just a yes or no. Do you love me?
Of course I do. I tell you that every time we meet each other, right? Why wouldn't you believe me?
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking about it, and we've been dating for a long time now, right? It's been over 2 years. We know each other quite well. We enjoy each other's company, and we know how to put up with each other's quirks.
What do you mean by putting up with each other's quirks? Is there something that gets on your nerves?
Oh, wow. Are you serious right now? Do you really want me to get into that territory?
Well, yeah. I thought I was doing everything fine up until this point. I didn't know that there was something that was playing on your mind.
Okay, well, could you just, hold the fork properly when we go to eat in an Italian restaurant?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I mean, yeah, whenever we go out for dinner, we always go to these awesome fancy places, right? Don't you think the people are watching us when we're there? They see you holding the fork like you're 2 years old.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. I think I hold the fork just fine.
Yeah, look, if you had my dad at the dinner table, he would go absolutely mental at you.
Hold on a second. I don't even use the fork wrong. Stop acting like I'm a kid.
Well, the next time we go out for dinner, we're going to have it with my dad. He starts sticking the fork wrong into the spaghetti, and he's going to start sticking the fork in different places. Where he sticks it exactly is up to your imagination.
Okay. Well, remind me to just avoid the Italian restaurants then.
But you know what? We're getting off track here. The point of the matter is that we've been dating for a long time now. I've based my whole life around trying to please you. You still haven't done me the proper courtesy and gotten down on one knee.
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
You know what I mean. You haven't presented me with a ring.
You're talking about a proposal, aren't you?
Oh my god. How can you be so smart but so dumb at the same time? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, a proposal. You haven't proposed to me. Why? Am I just some stupid girl for you to mess around with? Am I just some waste of time for you?
Hey, look, that's not the case at all.
Oh, really? Well, you don't really have a decent reason for why you've been making me wait this long, do you? I told you before, right? I'm a girl that gets a lot of attention. There's plenty of guys that would basically worship me. Like, come on. Have you seen how cute and charismatic I am? Guys suck that type of thing up like a girl sucks on her bubble tea.
Okay, I get that. I know that you're a hot item and everything, but does that mean that I have to just marry you straight away or something?
Of course not. But it's already been so long now. I don't know how long you're going to just keep me waiting. Are you serious with me or not?
Of course I'm serious.
Well, why haven't you done the proper thing and proposed to me yet? Don't you think I deserve it?
Of course I do. But it's not as simple as that.
Well, why isn't it simple? All you have to do is buy a ring and then crouch onto one knee. Is it that hard? I'll even accept if you don't have the courage to put it into words. I just want it to happen to me as a gesture.
You act like I haven't even been thinking about this. It's been on my mind all the time. It's just that... Let's take a look at the circumstances. There's a time and place for everything, right? I don't think right now is the right time.
Well, what is it then? Is it money? Come on. We both know you're doing your best to earn a lot of money, right? You're so frugal with it, too. You don't spend it on anything. Not only that, but take a look at your family. I mean, they own a successful construction company. Your grandmother is loaded. She's got all that money that your grandfather left over. You could borrow money from her if you really needed it. Why can't you get a beautiful ring for a beautiful girl?
I need you to understand that it's got nothing to do with the money. I just feel like it's a really disrespectful and bad move to just get married when my dad is in the state that he's in. I mean, did you actually think about that?
Well, of course I did. I considered how your father felt. And if I'm being honest, I think it would be a disrespect if you didn't get married. Think about it. Is he going to just die knowing that you're still a single man and you're not committed to anyone? I think he'd be much happier if you were married to someone and he had faith that you were going to continue that happy marriage.
Okay, fair enough. But what if it doesn't work out that way? What if we're halfway there to the marriage and then something happens to him? Let's say I get a call saying that he's going to sleep and he's not waking up again. How do you think that's going to make us feel? There's no way I'm going to be excited for the marriage.
Well, hey, isn't that the pessimistic attitude that you're always complaining about? You keep telling your dad to keep fighting his illness. Don't give into it. Don't accept losing as a reality. Here you are, just doing the same exact thing. I didn't know you were this much of a hypocrite, Jack.
You know what? You do have a point there. I am being quite negative about this. At the same time, I still don't think it's a good idea. I mean, what comes with marriage? Family, right? We're going to want children at some point. We're going to have to set up a house for ourselves. At the moment, we are working towards some things, and I'm just not in the state of mind to do that. All I can think about is looking after my dad, making sure he's able to overcome what he's fighting at the moment.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, why don't you just have him move in with us?
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's the easy solution, isn't it? He can just move in with us, and then you're free to take care of him whenever you want. You work at home, right?
I mean, I do, but is that really an option here? Is that what you want? You're really fine with just my dad hanging around at the house all day?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm going to pick his brain for all the little stories he has about you. I know there's something embarrassing about you as much as you like to hide it. I wonder what you were like as a kid. I've got a feeling you weren't this big, serious man on his laptop all the time. I bet you were a little brat that put bubble gum in people's hair.
Hey, what the hell? How do you know about that? Anyway, look, thank you for bringing this up. It does require a little bit of time. I should speak to my dad about it as well.
Oh my god. More thinking, more wasting time. Come on, admit it. You love me. At some point, you're going to start a family with me anyway. You're the new man of the family. You're the one that's meant to lead everyone. So just make the decision and lead. Marry me and have your dad move in. We'll work everything out from that point on.
Are you serious right now? Is this really what's going to happen? Is this actually the way that we're going to propose to each other?
Well, hey, I'm not some low-level good-for-nothing girl. I want you to do this thing properly. Give it a bit of time and just surprise me one day. Make it special. But you owe me for this one. I can't believe that I had to actually bring this up for you to have the thought of marriage pop into your head.
Right, you have a point. I'm really sorry. Well, I guess I've got to think of a good proposal, don't I?
Oh my god, have a little bit of confidence in it. I thought you would have had something prepared in advance, just in case you wanted to pop the question. Oh well, what am I expecting? You're a guy that sits on his laptop all day. There's no way you're going to give me a proposal that absolutely sweeps me off my feet.
Well, hey, don't doubt me just yet. I might just do something to surprise you. I've got a couple of little tricks in the bag. You'll see. So watch out, Haley. I'm coming for you. You and I are about to get married.
It's about time. Oh, wow. What a day. I'm just absolutely exhausted. I mean, I've never had to do so much talking in my whole life.
Was it really that bad? We spent most of the day on a date enjoying ourselves. The rest of the things that we had to do were only 2 hours.
I know. But that's 2 hours of meeting my dad, talking with real estate agents, and hearing blah, blah, blah all the time.
Okay, but all of this was necessary information, and it was going towards our dream, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. But do we really have to sit there and just listen to them talk about it all day? I'd rather just get on site and inspect the places for myself. Look at the size of them. See what the interior looks like. See what I can make out of it. All I've got are their stupid little pictures that are probably edited in the first place. We can't really tell if there are decent houses among them all just by looking at it.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that, but it's the best that we got right now. We're both strapped for time, so we've got to make a decision based on what we have. Anyway, so what was your impression of the choices? I really quite like House A. I think it has a nice, quaint neighborhood and a good place to raise children. The home isn't too shabby. With a little bit of work here and there, we should be able to spruce it up a little bit. Not only that, but the price is basically perfect. I mean, we do have to make a decent down payment, but it's nothing that we won't be able to manage. We should be able to pay off the loan quite quickly.
Yeah, well, I thought the place was super miserable. I mean, did you see the size of the patio they had? There's just no way I'm going to be able to put a stripper pole there. There is literally no room for it.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? Why are you talking about a stripper pole right now?
Huh? Why shouldn't I be? That's exactly what I'm going to be putting there.
But for what reason, though? Are you going to be bringing guys over and having them shower rain on you or something?
Oh my god, babe! Of course not! I'm about to get married to you! I'm not going to be doing anything stupid like that. That's for when the girls come over. You know how we are. We like to have a little bit of a dance. Do a bit of karaoke and just swing on the pole a little bit. Show off our skills.
What do you mean, your skills? Are you trying to say that you've actually had practice on this thing?
Oh my god. You have no idea what me and my girlfriends were like when we graduated from high school. We were so wild. Anyway, let's not talk about the little boring details. House A is just totally out of the question. It's just so boring. I don't want to live in a house that makes people think that there's some grandma in there. Let's live somewhere that's actually fantastic.
Okay, well, which house did you think was suitable for our needs?
I don't know about you, but I thought House D was absolutely amazing.
Okay, so House D. Which one was that again? You're gonna have to jog my memory here.
Oh my god. Babe, how could you forget it? It was the best out of all of them. It was designed by this European architect. It had a huge, spacious room, a super tall ceiling. It's even got a pool at the back. Can you believe it? Just imagine us swimming in our pool and just overlooking the city. How amazing and beautiful is that gonna look? That's the type of life that I want to live.
Wait, hold on a second. You're not actually talking about that one, are you? I remember the one with the pool. That one was just crazy expensive.
I know, but look at the perks of it. It's just perfect. That's the one we gotta go for. I don't even think we need to consider anything else, really. I mean, it's just so obvious that that's the house that we need to stay in.
Okay, but I don't know if you did the calculations or not, but considering the salary that I'm on and the one that you're on, it's gonna be really hard to pay that thing off. Not only that, but the down payment is insane.
Okay, but babe, like I was telling you the other day, right? I'm a girl with a lot of attention. Do you think it's only the little teenagers at McDonald's that have their eyes on me? Of course not. I've even got the big superstars. You have no idea who's in my inbox right now.
I'm hoping that you've actually blocked these people.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you seriously telling me that you would block Scarlett Johansson if she was sending you some exclusive pictures for you? That is just so cap. Don't try and hide it. I know you love me and everything, but a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman. And Chris Evans sending you a personal photo of him biting his lip is also beautiful.
What the hell did you just say?
Okay, well, let's just move on. So, anyway, if there are these guys that can afford a place like this, then why am I just going to stick around with you? They're going to offer me something that's bigger and better. So, are you going to buy this place or not?
I don't think this is a really fair thing for you to say to me. You act as if the basis of our relationship resides on whether or not I can buy an expensive house like this.
Babe, you are just making it out that I'm just some horrible woman or something. Don't look at it that way. How about you look at it this way? All I'm doing is pushing you to strive for something a little bit higher. Something that you can manage, but you just need the encouragement to do it.
Okay. And so you're trying to say that you want me to buy this house for me, not for you.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. With a bigger house that costs more, you're gonna have to work a lot harder. Try and get that salary up somehow. Trust me, I know what's going on here. It's all gonna work out.
All right. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think we should just keep that house on the back burner for now. Something to think about a bit later.
Oh my god. You're not actually still worried about it, are you? Come on! It's not even that much of a big deal. Think about it in the long run. If you buy that shabby old little house of yours, then what's your life going to feel like? We're all going to be cramped up in this tiny little space. We're pretty much destined to start hating each other.
I know, but at least the neighborhood is nice enough. I mean, we're gonna have kids at some point, right? Don't you want them hanging around fellow kids that are super friendly and don't do anything bad?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want them to hang around with the son of Tony Stark? I know I would. Those guys would basically be neighbors. That's a pretty good situation if you ask me.
I don't know, honey. I still think we need to think a lot about this. I mean, the down payment alone is enough to just reject this house. We don't have the money for that.
Okay, you know what? I knew you would bring that up, and I was trying to do a little bit of thinking. There is someone where we can get money from, isn't there?
Okay. So I'm assuming your dad has some sort of side operation that he's got. He's got some money left over for us? If he does give us that money, we'll have to pay him back. I feel really intrusive having to ask him for something like this.
Oh my god! No! I'm just so not asking my dad for money. I mean, he's got better things to spend it on, right?
Does he really? I mean, he didn't seem like the most turned-on guy when we were talking to him today.
Trust me, he's got a lot on his mind. I really do feel sorry for him. But you know what? There is someone that's not in a horrible position like my dad. There's someone that's actually really doing well at the moment. Care to guess who that is?
Well, I'm not sure. Unless you're friends with Bill Gates, I don't know how we're going to pay for this thing.
Oh my god. Babe, it's so obvious. What about your grandma? What's she doing for that money?
My grandma? You're not actually thinking of taking money from her, are you?
Well, I mean, come on. Just take a look at her situation. She lives alone in that big house of hers. She spends her money on nothing. It just sits in her bank account, creating interest. Don't you think that's such a waste? Don't you think it's a little bit selfish of her to not give back to her family and just hogging it all for herself?
I don't, actually, to be honest. I think she fully deserves that money. She was the one that supported our family. She was the one that supported my grandfather and helped to make the company that my dad has now. Everyone's got a lot of respect for her. She's not only a really good woman that supports everyone, but is also very kind to everyone. She has no prejudice. She only sees the good in people. There aren't a lot of people like her in the world, and I really respect her. I'd feel really bad if I took that money away from her.
Why would you, though? It's not like she worked for it or anything. I mean, sure, she did a couple of dishes and cleaned the house for your grandfather. But is that really such a big deal?
Well, I wouldn't be sure about that. She was the support for him in every possible way, mentally and physically. They didn't have a really good life when they were trying to start up that business. It was really tough for them. They had many years of just struggling, barely pulling through. In my eyes, that money is payment for Grandma's many years of torture.
Okay, look, I hear where you're coming from and everything, but I still think it's not too intrusive to ask for that money. I mean, she loves you, right? She loves her family. Why would she even say no to you? This is you in a time of need. You need money. You need some way to pay for this house, whatever way you're going to do it. Are you going to turn to crime?
Of course not. You and I both know that's not the type of guy I am.
Exactly. So we gotta get this money somehow, and I gotta be honest, this is looking like the only way. So what do you think? How about I cook something nice for your grandma? You know how good I am at cooking, right? I'll cook up some delicious dish or wine and we can send it to her. You can deliver it there, and then while she's there eating my scrumptious little meal, she'll be more inclined to give you money.
All right, look, it sounds like a good idea. I'll go visit her at some point. Let's just cut out the cooking part, though. You don't need to go that far.
Aw, come on, why not? All it's gonna do is improve our chances of her giving us money. We should totally cook her something. Oh, I know, I've got the best idea ever. Let's cook her that red pepper pie that I used to make back a couple of years ago. Do you remember the taste of that thing?
Well, let me be honest. If I actually forgot about it, it would be a miracle.
I know, right? I mean, who could make a pie with such a great fusion of flavors? Only me, I'll tell you that much. We'll make her that thing, and she's bound to fall in love with it. After that, she'd be open to any idea. You could tell her to jump off a bridge, and I'm pretty sure she would do it.
Look, I really love the enthusiasm and everything, and I think the idea of gifting her something is a good idea. But let's just give up this proposition to her. I'm pretty sure we don't need to do all this extraneous stuff to get her to lend out some money.
Oh my god, fine, but let me just be clear on one thing. If she does decline us, we both know whose fault this is, right? You're the one that didn't want to give her a nice little gift in advance.
Well, I guess most of the things are sorted now. I'll talk to my grandma about getting a loan. If she doesn't give it to us, then we'll just settle for the cheaper house. Anyway, thanks for the good day together. I look forward to the start of our new lives. I'm going to get back to work. If we're going to be able to pay off that house, we've got to have the funds for it.
Oh my god, baby! Are you serious right now? You just going to end it off like that? Come on! You're forgetting something super important right now.
I'm forgetting about something? What exactly am I forgetting?
Oh my god. Stop! This is actually so hurtful. You finally met my dad today and you don't have anything to say about it?
Oh, right, your dad. How could I forget about that? Yeah, look, it was a really pleasant experience. I was glad I could meet him.
Is that honestly all you have to say? Come on, I want to hear your real thoughts about what happened today. You guys barely talked. You really should have pushed the conversation a lot more.
Hold on a second. Was what happened today my fault? I don't know if you noticed, but I was the one pushing the conversation.
Okay, well, if you really were doing a good job at it, my dad would be talking to you, wouldn't he? I felt like I was just monologuing for that whole experience. I don't know what's up with you guys. Is this a boy thing or something? You guys just, don't talk to each other.
I mean, that's not it at all. I was trying to get to know him. I don't know if you realized, but I asked him a lot of questions. He only gave me some one-worded answers. He didn't seem very interested. He kept looking off into a distance. He didn't ask anything about me. I don't think he's interested in me at all.
That's not true. He asked you about your job, didn't he?
Okay, well, that's one thing he asked me about. He was very inquisitive about the type of work I do and how much money we make. Apart from that, he didn't want to know anything else. So if I'm being honest, I don't have much of an impression on him. He didn't really leave me anything to think about.
Oh my god. Okay, well, look, we're gonna be a family soon. So you two need to learn how to get along with each other.
I realize that. It's gonna take time, though. I'm guessing your dad is shy or something?
Yeah, maybe. He looked really tired today, though. I think he had a really big night yesterday.
Okay, what was he doing? Is he still working or something?
No, but he really enjoys drinking. It's his pastime. He's been drinking ever since he was 12 years old.
Oh my god. What did you just say? Ever since he was that young? How is he still alive right now?
I know, right? My dad's pretty amazing. He's the type of guy I can be proud of.
Is this the type of person you're proud of? All of a sudden, a lot of things are starting to make sense.
Okay, anyway, babe. You know what? I'm gonna let today slide. Both of you were kind of shy. You don't really want to tread on each other's toes. That's okay. But the next time you guys meet, I want you to be hitting it off. You understand me? So you've got a couple of things to do. You need to figure out a way to get along with my dad. And you also need to ask your grandma for that money.
Okay, well, it looks like I've got my missions all set out and clear. What about you? What do you have to do?
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Isn't it obvious? I have to, go get my nails done.
Didn't you just get them done last week?
Yeah, but you know how they fade and they start to look really ugly and stuff. I want them to be fresh all the time. Anyway, babe, thanks again for such a great day. I can't believe we're getting married. Isn't this amazing?
You're not wrong about that. It's only a couple of months left to go. Hey, Grandma. I just want to say thanks again for having me over. I didn't pay your due service. I just want to say that you don't look a day older than the last time I saw you. You're doing a really good job of keeping yourself healthy. How are you doing? What's the secret?
Look at that. You've been a sweet little boy to me ever since you learned how to say the word grandma. I bet that girlfriend of yours must be happy having a sweet talker like this around.
Yeah, well, she does have her complaints about me. But I would say overall, she's quite satisfied with being with me.
Well, I can tell. Listen to the way she talks whenever she's around you. I know a girl when she's in love, and to think that you guys are getting married. I think it's so lovely. It's about time you found someone that you could devote yourself to. I've always worried about you being on your own all the time. Jack, you're a smart, brilliant man, but you have to realize that you have to share whatever dream you have with someone else. That's how it worked out between me and your grandfather, and look how far we came. That right there is true love. I hope you are doing something similar with her.
Well, don't worry about that. That's the plan. We've got a lot of dreams and things that we're aiming for. We're doing our best to achieve them.
That's good to hear, and I hope having a family is one of those dreams. I don't know if I'm being a little bit too eager, but I would love to see some great-grandchildren someday.
Don't worry, Grandma. We've definitely got that on the agenda. It's gonna take some time, though. There are a couple of hoops and hurdles we gotta jump through before we get there. But I fully intend on having a family with this woman.
Isn't that just lovely? You couldn't make me any happier. You're finally settling down with a girl. Not only that, but take a look at her. She's such a little angel, isn't she? Does she have those polite mannerisms with everyone? She's so well behaved. Her parents must have raised her very well.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. She's very good at maintaining an image in front of everyone. That little trademark smile of hers goes in her favor as well.
I bet it does. You better be careful. There's gonna be a lot of other men lurking in the shadows, just waiting for a chance for her to slip up. You do whatever it takes to keep her. You hear me? Make sure you do what you can to make her feel special.
I'm doing my best here. I've been told the same thing from Mom as well. She also likes to ring that stuff into my ear, too. Seems like everyone loves Haley. Probably even more than me.
Well, I guess there's only one other girl that I like more than Haley, and that would be your mother. She really treated your dad properly. She was always so kind to us.
Well, Grandma, I think you should take a little bit of credit for that. I mean, look at the way you talk to people. You're so respectful and caring. It's only natural that people like to reciprocate that sort of thing. I honestly admire it.
Well, I'm just going to thank my family for choosing the right partner. Everyone here surrounds themselves with good people. It makes me so happy to see you in my old age.
Anyway, there's something I really need to ask you, Grandma, and I don't do this with a lot of pleasure.
What's going on? Sounds like something's on your mind. I may be old, but my mind hasn't gone astray just yet. Let me see if I can give some sort of wisdom to what you have to deal with.
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of like you said. I need to do what I can to keep her by my side. The thing is, it's that she's got a sweet tooth for luxury. She loves buying expensive things. She's a high-priced girl.
Ah, I see. You're wondering if you can afford her.
Exactly. You see, we want to move out into a house and start a family with each other. She has a vision for the type of place that she wants to live in, but it's not exactly cheap. I have a decent amount of money myself, but I'm not really sure if I can pay the upfront cost.
I see where this is going. You want to ask your grandma for a payout, don't you?
Look, I know that I'm not in a position to ask for that money. I know that's meant to be there for you to enjoy the rest of your days. I know it must suck living on your own. Any sort of pleasure that you can get from that money is important. I don't want you to pay for the whole thing. But if you can just give me a little bit extra so that we can pay for this house, I promise you I'll be able to get the money back to you.
I don't know what you're worrying about so much, Jack. You know the type of woman I am, don't you? The only way I can use this money to make me happy is by using it on my family. Making sure that everyone blossoms and has the necessary support they need to fulfill their dreams is what makes me go to sleep at night. You could have just come over today, asked me for the money straight up, and just left. I would have been totally satisfied with that. You don't need to give me all this fancy talk and make me feel good about myself.
Hold on a second, Grandma. That's not it. I wasn't trying to curry your favor or anything. I was quite honest with everything I was saying before.
I know. That little boy that I knew from a long time ago doesn't disappear that quickly. I have to say, though, you were much better at telling me sweet things back then. You used to tell me how beautiful I was. I don't hear that much now. Anyway, I've already had this discussion with your wife. She came here with this interesting pie. I had a little bit of a taste of it, but I'm not sure if it's to my liking.
Don't tell me. It's not the red pepper pie, is it?
I had a feeling that's what she put in there. I have to say, your family has a very interesting taste. I'm not gonna judge her or anything, but I couldn't eat it. Just keep that little secret for me, will you? I don't want her to know.
Don't worry, Grandma. But you're telling me that she went there already? Have you already given her the money?
I did. I gave her $130,000.
Whoa. That's way too much. Her and I agreed to only get $100,000.
I know, but I can see that you two are working very hard. I believe that she's a good woman, too. You need that extra $30,000 for a new car. Haven't you had that discussion with her?
No, I haven't. We didn't agree to buy a new car. Why didn't she talk about it with me first?
Well, I'm not so sure. It could be a surprise anyway. Thank you for the chat and coming over today. I'm getting very tired now. I think I could do for a little cup of tea and then a snooze.
Okay, Grandma. Have a good rest. Thank you for everything.
Hey, honey. Are you in a good mood today? There's something really important I need to ask you. Please don't say no, okay?
Well, make it quick. I'm currently cleaning the house because you've neglected to do it. I thought we arranged for me to earn the money and for you to clean up around here.
Oh my god. Okay, look, I get it, but it's just one day, right? You can forgive me for that, can't you?
This has been going on for a while now, though. I think you should spend less time at the shops and more time at home.
Okay, look, fine. I'll do my best to do that. Anyway, listen to what I have to say. So, you know how we have your dad staying in this house and everything, right? He moved in here straight after we got married. We've been taking care of him ever since.
I know. It's amazing that he's managed to last this long. He's had some amazing success with his therapy. I really am proud of him.
Oh my god, okay. So, yeah, he's doing great and everything, but he's living in this house, right? I was thinking that maybe it's a really cool idea if my dad started living here too.
Whoa. Where did that come from? I wasn't expecting that. You want your dad to move in here? Why? I thought he was fine on his own.
Look, my dad is a little bit of an interesting character. I'm pretty sure you know from the few times you've met him. You kept telling me that he was really shy and unsociable, right?
I sure did. I don't think I've ever had a proper conversation with him.
Okay, yeah. Well, the thing is, he kinda has a really bad drinking problem. He'd rather spend the whole night drinking away his pain and sorrows than actually socializing with people, I think. It'd be a good idea if he moved in here and was around family. What do you think?
Well, I'm not really sure about that, to be honest. We have to think it through. I mean, that means we have to pay for more utilities, pay for more food. Is there anything that he is going to be offering?
Oh my god. Is that honestly the way you're gonna look at it? He is an old man. You don't see us taking anything from your dad.
Okay, fine, you have a point. But then again, I just don't want us to be paying for your dad's alcohol addiction or something. He better have his own money.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that I'm bringing him here so that he quits the alcohol. I want his new enjoyment in life to be us, not that thing that he drinks every night.
Look, we're in the middle of designing that room for the children, but I guess we can accommodate it for him instead. He can't stay here forever. He gets 1 year. He's got to find a place to stay after that. Some sort of community for him to enjoy.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry. It's gonna be all sweet. Trust me. So anyway, there's just one more teeny-weeny little thing I want to ask.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm not gonna like what I hear?
Are you kidding me? You're gonna absolutely love what I have to say. So anyway, listen. You're not gonna believe this. I've actually quit my job.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Yeah, isn't that amazing? I'm not working in that crappy little store anymore. I'm free now.
Hold on a second. What part of this is amazing? Don't you realize we're trying to pay off the loan here? It's already hard enough as it is on our wages, but now you've actually quit? How come you didn't consult me before you did this? What's the reason for you quitting?
Oh my god. Like, what is with that negative attitude? So what if I quit? Is it that big of a deal? Okay, fine. I guess I gotta tell you why I quit. Well, there's just these coworkers there that I just absolutely hate being around. Like, they're just so jealous of me. I'm the prettiest one in the store. All the customers talk to me, and I know those little rats are talking behind my back. I just absolutely couldn't stand working there.
Is this a reasonable decision to make? I mean, you're sacrificing our ability to pay off this loan by doing this. Please tell me you got some sort of plan B. Please tell me you have some sort of job lined up.
Oh my god, babe. Like, you just worry about things way too much. Just let me explain myself. You're gonna like this. So, like, you know that little dream I had about opening up my own cafe? I think now is a really, really good time to do that.
Are you kidding me? Do you actually think now is a good time to do that? The time where we're paying the most amount of bills? The time where we don't even have savings to protect ourselves? Where are we going to get the money for that thing?
You know, I was thinking again, and you know how good I am with this type of thing, right? I'm always able to find a solution. I think your grandma would be able to give us another little loan, don't you think?
No, that's out of the question. I can't believe you would bring that up again. We've relied on her money way too much. We haven't even paid her back. I'm not going to take her money again.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? Why are you going to be so difficult about this? I've gotten so good at cooking lately. I'm going to have some amazing dishes on the menu. We're going to make that money back. We're not buying a car like last time. We're actually buying into a business. We're investing in something. Don't you see the value of that?
I mean, I do, but we're not certain about a lot of things. We don't know the metrics of this business. We don't have a clear menu yet. There's no plan, and because of all that, we're not sure if it's going to actually create any money.
Babe, come on. Listen to me. You just have to trust me. You know how good of a cook I am. You know my stuff is going to hit. What do you say? It's only gonna be a little loan. I'm sure your grandma wouldn't mind. Besides, she absolutely loves me, right? Her and I talk all the time. She thinks I'm a little angel. Can you believe that? That's so sweet.
All right, fine. But listen here. You have to properly plan all this stuff out. I don't want you to just wing this business. It needs to have a high chance of succeeding. I don't want my grandma's money to go to waste. That's there for her to enjoy the rest of her life.
Yeah. Look, I get all that. But just have a little bit of faith for once. So So you agree to ask your grandma for money?
Yes, I agree. I'll go ask her sometime this week.
Oh my god! Yay! Thank you so much! You're like the best husband ever! Anyway, you know what? I've got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm gonna have to dart. Dad's moving in, so I'm gonna be very busy today trying to get his stuff into the house.
Wait, hold on a second. He's moving in today? So you didn't even ask my permission originally? You just decided to go forth with what you wanted to do? Hey, Haley. You gotta ask me before you decide to do something like that. Haley? Haley! Hey, look. You and I need to have a talk. I know you've been trying to avoid me. We have some very serious issues here that need to be sorted out. We've been taking a lot of money from my grandma, and that cafe of yours isn't doing well at all. You keep telling me that everything is fine and that you've got everything under control. I've checked the CCTV footage, and there's no one in there. You're on your phone, dazed, doing nothing with your time, acting like there's no issue. What are we gonna do about this cafe? It's either you're gonna bring it to life or we have to shut it down.
Can't you seriously, not put that on me right now? I cannot believe you're trying to gaslight me.
What did you just say? How am I gaslighting you right now?
You know that the real issue here is you, don't you, Jack? You know I have a bone to pick with you, and you decided that you're gonna bring up the cafe in a way to divert the conversation. Well, I'm not falling for it. You're gonna give me some answers for the way you've been behaving lately.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about the way you've been interacting with my father. Don't you know that's your father-in-law right there? Don't you think you can show him a little bit of respect? I don't talk to your dad the way you talk to mine. So what is it? What do you have against my dad?
This has got to be a joke. Are we seriously going to talk about this? Fine, I'll settle this. But then we need to talk about this cafe. That is the biggest issue here. Your dad and I haven't been getting along since day one. There are a couple of things he doesn't understand. Number one, this is my house. The way I decide to run it is up to me. Number two, no matter what he thinks about technology, I have to do what I have to do. If I'm not on the computer tapping away, then how am I going to make money for this household?
I get it. But from what he's telling me is that you've been ignoring him outright. He keeps calling out for your help. He's an old man. You show so much enthusiasm to help your father. I think you should do the same to mine.
Are you kidding me right now? Those two are incomparable. The situation your dad is in is nothing compared to what my dad has to go through right now.
Are you serious? You're really going to play that card, aren't you? You're going to argue about who has more need of assistance.
Well, I honestly am, because let's face the facts. My dad is still suffering from his therapy. It's not easy for him to have a normal everyday life. Your father, on the other hand, wants me to go walk to the fridge to fetch a beer for him. That's something he's perfectly capable of doing himself. He's just incredibly lazy.
Don't you dare talk about my father that way. You don't know him. You don't know the type of life he's had.
I kind of do, to be honest, because you told me. You told me that he's been drinking since he was 12 years old and he's had no intention of stopping.
Well, that's not his fault, is it? Imagine if you had to just stop drinking Coke. You've been drinking that thing your whole life, right? It's not going to be easy to stop it like that, is it?
Okay, that's understandable. But he's already had about 40 or 50 years to get himself into shape. Not only that, but I stopped drinking Coke a long time ago. The moment I realized it wasn't healthy for me, I threw that stuff away.
Well, look at you. Don't you think you're so much better than the rest of us? You've got no sympathy for my dad, do you? You just see him as just some pathetic, failed human that drinks all day. You don't see why he had to end up like that. Honestly, I didn't know I married such a heartless person. You can't even do something as simple as get something from the fridge for him.
Haley, this isn't even a conversation worth arguing about. We need to talk about this cafe of yours. What are you gonna do to start bringing customers in?
My God, like you sit there like it's my fault or something. What am I meant to do? Just force people to start liking good food?
That's what the issue is, isn't it? It's not the coffee or anything. The food is starting to scare them away.
Well, that's their fault, not mine. They don't know what true cuisine is when they put it into their mouth. They're just so uncultured. I hate it. I want a new customer base. I want to move my cafe.
Are you kidding me right now? That's your solution to this problem? You're gonna continue the same business in a different location?
Of course I am. People with a little bit of culture can understand why my food is so brilliant. The stupid little skanks in this area don't understand real food.
I honestly can't believe what I'm listening to right now.
This is just stupid.
What's stupid? The fact that you would still defend your father after his horrible behavior? The fact that you still think this cafe has got something going for it? Can't you see a sinking ship when it's right in front of you? You need to abandon it, like right now.
Actually, you know what would be a better idea? How about your grandma just stops being so stingy all the time and just give us a little bit more money?
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
Yeah, like, come on. If we had a little bit extra to do a couple of renovations and spruce the place up a bit, then we'd be sure to be a success among the locals. The reason why the cafe is failing at the moment is because of that greedy pig of a grandmother of yours.
That's it. I'm drawing the line right there. I've had enough. I want you and your dad out of my house.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I'm not gonna listen to someone insult my grandma that way. After everything she's done for you, all the money that she's given you, and you're gonna talk to her like that? It's not on. You clearly have no intention of accepting the fact that your father is in the wrong either. Him complaining about me tapping on my computer when it's paying for the house that he gets to live in is just absurd. Not only that, but distracting me from my work so that I can grab him some alcohol is also ridiculous. I've had enough. We're getting a divorce.
Well, you know what? I'm glad we can agree on something. I've had enough of you. You can't just accept that this cafe that I'm running is going to be absolutely amazing. If you just had a little bit more faith in me, then we'd be a bigger success. Well, too bad. We're going to make this success without you. Not only that, but we're going to do it in the house that you bought.
We'll see about that. If you think you're going to be taking my house away from me, you're in for a rude awakening. She talked a big game about her cafe becoming successful. But without the payments from my grandma, that place pretty much shut down in an instant. She still wanted to talk about her being a fighter and that she would never give up. We got a divorce, and she was expecting to take the house away from me. Unfortunately, I was the one that paid the most for this house. Most of her money was going towards designer goods and the alcohol that she bought for her father. It turns out that she wasn't paying off the loan at all. I was able to kick her out of my home and put her and her father on the streets. At that point in time, those two only had each other, but neither of them was competent. She did the calculations on what it would take to get her whole life back, to have her old job and live in a decent place. It turns out that it's going to require a lot of restraint and grit to do something like that. She decided to go down the loser route and just become an alcoholic like her dad. As I'm driving home, I can sometimes see them in the park in midday, drinking in front of everyone. She really is a sad sight. Someone that was once really beautiful and a person of the people is now bitter towards them and extremely aggressive. There have been a couple of times I've driven past that park, and I've seen her in handcuffs being put into a patrol car. I wonder if she still thinks about those days where she would use a decent portion of my money to buy herself designer brand goods. She used to have a problem with wearing the same outfit for more than a month. Now she's been wearing the same outfit for many years. Who knows? She might change her fit to a prison outfit if she keeps it up. It's going to take a miracle to get that girl back into normal society. As for me, you can expect. Paying off the loan would be much harder now that we were missing an income. Fortunately for me, when I got back out on the dating market, I was able to find someone that had very similar interests to me. We both had toxic partners that we unfortunately had to get rid of. You could say that we were both damaged from it. Now we share the same dream of paying off this house and eventually starting a family together. My dad also managed to overcome his lung cancer. It was a really hard battle, but he persisted through it. He said that me breaking up with Haley was a really sad event. He had some high hopes that we were going to have a family one day, and he really wanted to see it. Now that I got a new partner and I've had to reforge a bond all over again, he said it gave him some more vigor to continue living on. He wasn't going to rest until he saw me with some children. If I'm being honest, knowing a guy like my dad, even when I have those children, he's still going to keep kicking it just to be a part of their lives. He's an inspiration to me, and I'm hoping one day I can be the exact same to my own children.